So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play from scrimmage. Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off that?
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football first. Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw, Darnold. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
That's good. That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold now to throw. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
We're going to start. Red 80. Start.
Darnold from the gun. Throw out wide to Walker. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks at 10-4 on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Fine. Red 80.
Darnold. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 10. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nfgl. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Stafford. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Again, it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is going to have the Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
22, 280.
To the air again, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nfgl. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
First down, Rams.
Hey, 50.
To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Ready. Zero. Alert.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Stafford looks to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now it's Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Joshua Purdy on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Short throw, it's Higbee. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Los Angeles.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Rams 3. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Adams. It's going to be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man, and he him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. Still on his feet. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell, 53 yards. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Third and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's good.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
22!
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set. 180.
Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, if these guys want to... get back in this game. They needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Lady.
Darnold from the gun.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Trying the left side with Walker. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Darnold down to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Back to Walker on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the slam, here's Smith-Njigba. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, he been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
It's second and inches.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That is caught. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Rams.
Garoppolo again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A gain of 2.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go set. Reset.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes third down and 7.
Red 80. Side. Yellow 8. Right side.
Darnold. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. He's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
To kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Garoppolo.
Los Angeles.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Set. Hey, Cougar 19. Warrior 70.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Walker now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.